Welcome to my dirty bathroom. I've let it kind of go for a while, only because I knew I was gonna get this awesome tool. This is the Turbo Scrub, and I wanted to get my shower kind of nice and grimy so I could test this thing out, see how easy it is to use, and really see if maybe, you know how when your shower gets gross and disgusting and you're like just looking at it and you know it's gonna be like a day-long job to do, and you're just like looking at it and you're just like, ugh, I don't want to do it. And then you end up not doing it, and then weeks go by and it's still gross. So I knew I was gonna get this, and finally found the funds to get it, and I really want to try it out and see if it takes less time, if it's not so much of a headache now to get all that grime off. One of the challenges that we have in Arizona is the water here is extremely hard. It's so hard, and it's a bitch to clean off, especially if you have glass doors like I do. So we're gonna try it out. We're gonna see how it works. Maybe get some tips out of this, because I know one of my tips is using lemon on the glass doors to eat off all the hard water, which works really, really well. And I'll show you how I do that. So let's try this thing out. I'm so excited to clean, I guess. I don't know, it makes it kind of fun, right? You get a new toy to clean and then you're just like, oh yeah, like now I want to clean everything. So let's check it out. So here's what my shower looks like right now. These are the glass doors. Hopefully you can see, see how it's foggy and you have all that hard water stains, especially like down here. You can see how you can't even really see through it now, because it's just so caked on. And then even like the tracks and stuff like that, like trying to get that manually is such a pain in the ass. Like it's so hard on your skin, it's so hard on you, like you're bending down, you're trying to do all this stuff. And you can see right there too, just how that water just really gets in there. So that's what we're gonna try and get off. You can see in here like soap scum, and I know guys, this is just really bad. Half of it's lazy and half of it is just trying to keep up with all of this. It's ridiculous. So hopefully this turbo scrubber can get most of this off. I really hope so. So let's go in and try and just, and it also doesn't help that my faucet leaks, or the shower head leaks, and then yeah, that one has a bunch of hard water buildup too. That may be something different. I don't know if I'll use the turbo scrub on that today. I kind of just want to get everything done. It's a cleaning day, so let's see what happens. So obviously today, since I'm cleaning, I didn't put any makeup on. I did wash and dry my hair, but that's only because I didn't yesterday. So what I have here is just a half a lemon, and I cut, one lemon, and I cut it in half. And we're basically gonna just take this and put it all over the shower door. And we're gonna let it sit there for a little bit, really get the acid working and to eat off all of that hard water. Let me tell you, this works like a charm. If you live in Arizona, or if you live somewhere where the water is really hard, you're gonna be your best friend. I have tried so many different cleaning products to try and get hard water off of glass, and nothing has ever worked. I almost just gave up and was like, well, this is how it's gonna be. There's nothing I can do about it. I've tried every cleaner, every hard cleaner to try and get this off, and it doesn't work. One day, I was looking on Pinterest, and you know how you see like all those different, use this for cleaning, all natural products, vinegar, baking soda, Dawn, and then putting lemon in there and mix it all up and everything, which worked. However, it took a little bit longer. So that same day, I was just thinking to myself, well, if lemon is doing most of the work here, why don't I just take a straight lemon and start scrubbing the door with it? And sure enough, it came off. So that's what we're gonna do here. I'll bring you in a little bit closer just so you can kind of see what I'm doing, and let's get this like sparkling. It's gonna be great. So it's mostly, you don't really have to worry about that outside. That outside doesn't really get hit as bad as the inside, so that I just use like Windex for. But now we're gonna use it on this. So basically what I do is I just kind of get the juice going a little bit, and I just start scrubbing the door and getting, and it really helps if you have a really juicy lemon, because then it really gets on there. I just go in circles, let the juice do its thing, and really get it. And let it eat it off. I don't know if you can see, but it's already starting to kind of clear up a little bit. This side, just where water, anywhere where water gets trapped, it's gonna be better. So now I'll try and do this with one hand so you can kind of see better, but you can kind of see how the lower you get, the more that water is present. Just kind of go in there in circles, really getting that nice and saturated. I know it's February, but it's time to spring clean in Arizona, because spring has definitely sprung. We've had, today it's not too bad, but it's been warm, so it's springtime, even though it's February. And I know a lot of you are still in the dead of winter, but we go on a different schedule down here. It's really getting it in there. This is a really juicy lemon, so this should be good. Really getting it into that crack there. So you can see the other side, that one is much worse, only because it gets hit by the water more, because the shower head is right there. Maybe putting it on here a little bit. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Now, I'm just gonna let that sit on there for a little bit. Hopefully, we'll get some good stuff out of it. All right, so we'll come back in about 5 minutes. Okay, so I went ahead and treated the other side. So that's sitting. But I went to the store right now and I grabbed this lime away stuff. I don't know, we'll see what it does. I was just kind of looking for like a supplemental thing, kind of when I do the lemon needs some extra power to kind of get in there, but usually I just use it as a supplemental thing. So we're gonna spray this whole thing now that the lemon has sat for a little bit. So we're gonna spray this glass. Hopefully this will help it out. getting clean today, guys. It's for sure. All right, now I'm gonna take off my sweatshirt. New, and I don't wanna ruin it. All right, here we go, guys. This is it. This is the ultimate test. We're gonna try it. Hopefully it scrubs the crap out of this glass door. So what have we done so far? We did the lemon, we treated with lemon, and then I put the lime away foam, scrubber, whatever, to kind of boost it a little bit. So let's see what this thing can do. Almost like waxing your car or something. Feels good. Let's see what, now we gotta rinse it. Let's see what we got. I like it. Feels good, like it's sliding down pretty well. It's not getting like caught. I think I really like that. Nice, good job. So usually what I do too is I'll go, once I'm done with everything, I'll go over the glass with Windex just to give it a nice shine, and also treat it with Rain-X so the water doesn't stick as much later on, so we can kind of enjoy it for a while. So let me finish up and I'll get back with you and we'll see hopefully a nice sparkly shower. All right. Be back in probably, well, it'll be a while for me, but for you, it probably won't be, but the next frame, so. All right, guys, so the whole bathroom is done. It took a little bit of time, not gonna lie, but this is the finished shower. And as you can see, like the turbo scrubber got most of, you know, that was like black and rusted and all that like rust color was on there. Still some grime on the floor, but I think that's as good as it's gonna get today. Probably, you know, I could have spent all day in here but you know, I got other shit to do. So, but you can see this too is all nice and clean, and the glass is clean. It's not grimy anymore. You can pretty much see right through it, which is awesome. I do need my husband to fix that faucet because it just keeps leaking, and then that doesn't help my cause over here. So as you can see, it's just so much better. I mean, again, like you could have spent all day in here, but It's okay. It's good enough for now. So everything's done. Tub, we don't really use the bathtub, so that never really gets super dirty. So that's nice and clean. The counters definitely are clean. I did the floors. I'm still waiting for the bath mats and stuff to get dry because, well, that's why it's so echoey in here. They kind of give a little bit of sound padding, but yeah, everything looks great. Hi. My hair, on the other hand, does not look great, so sorry about that. But everything's done. But I'm super impressed with the turbo scrubber. It got so much stuff off. So, and it was so much easier. Like, it's been, I think I started at like 12:30 and it's 3 o'clock right now. So it did take some time, but not as much time as it usually does if I do it all manually. So definitely I would recommend the turbo scrubber. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it. I know I look like crap right now, but cleaning, we're not here for a beauty show today. So anyways, everything, yeah, looks great. It's passable, you know, as much as it can be, you know, but I would definitely recommend that. It's awesome. Like, it definitely took a lot of the manual labor out. Is it gonna get everything, you know, if you had let it go too long, is it gonna get pretty much everything? No, I don't think it's gonna get, I mean, unless you absolutely dedicated a full day to just cleaning your shower. Because that's pretty much about as, you know, as much as you would need. So, I don't know, guys, like, go out, maybe grab one. They're not very expensive, they're like 40 bucks. And happy cleaning. I hope the lemon trick was at least informative. That trick is just, it was a lifesaver to get all that hard water off. And then with daily like squeegeeing, that also helps to keep the hard water stains down. I mean, hard water is a tough one to battle. I know it sucks, but at least there are tools and very inexpensive tools to get rid of it. So, hope you liked this video. I know it was just kind of a little filler video, or, you know, I was just super excited to get that tool, so I just wanted to share it with all of you and test it out just to see how awesome it was, and I was impressed. So, hope you guys like it, and we will see you next time. Bye.